Yo, yo, yo! This is Seventh Man Podcast. I am Chris Harris. Kevin! Kevin! No Kevin today. No Kevin. Yeah, guys, Kevin is on a trip right now, so he's out of town. So he's not going to be in this edition of the podcast. So you're getting just me! Kind of nice. He's going to be back for Wednesday, though. Yeah, he'll be back for Wednesday. So, don't be upset, though. Don't be mad. It's just me. But yeah, so today, guys, I know that we talked about it in our last podcast about how we were going to talk about one player on the Kings that we think is going to be the X factor for the Kings. But I know Kevin really wanted to be in on that podcast, so we're going to save that to Wednesday. So I'm recording this on Saturday night, and this is going to be posted tomorrow on Sunday. But we are going to be doing that one on Wednesday. It's going to be kind of nice. But today, guys, I got a really solid one. So I was coming up with some ideas, and I was like, I'm gonna go down every team in the NBA, and I'm gonna look at their roster and then grade their offseason moves too, or not grade them, but like just talk about their offseason moves. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go in alphabetical order of the teams that's listed on this website I'm looking at. So we're gonna start with the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks were so bad last season. They were down there on the bottom third of the NBA. The one player that they drafted that was really interesting is that they actually drafted Luka Doncic and they traded him for Trae Young, which is I don't know why the hell they did that. I guess they saw like potential like a Steph Curry and Trae Young. I don't know. I don't think it was smart at all. They also signed Jeremy Lin in the offseason. They got him. I think they got him off a trade or something like that. They signed Justin Anderson. They signed Vince Carter. They had a lot of cap. They were out there with the Kings and having the most cap, so they were really high up there. No really big other offseason signings. One of the people to look for next season is going to be John Collins. He's a good young asset to their team. He's power forward / center. He is how tall is John Collins? He's 6'10". He's only got 1 year on his belt, so we're gonna look for him. One person that had a really good season last year for their team, depending on like what they had, was Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince, I think, is actually a stud. I think he's not that bad at all. So look for him this season. He's gonna be good for fantasy, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, this team is trash. Very not a great team. Sorry, Atlanta Hawks fans, if there is any out there. Got him. Okay. The next team is the Chicago Bulls. So basically, the Chicago Bulls got Jabari Parker. That was their big offseason move, I guess you could say. They did not sign any big names. Who they did re-sign was Zach LaVine. The Kings actually offered him, my Sacramento Kings offered him a deal. It was a really solid deal, but he's restricted, so the Bulls matched it. So they matched it and they took Chris Dunn. Not Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine. I'm looking at Chris Dunn's name. So he's going to be on their roster. He's a pretty solid player. He deserved the money. Jabari Parker was the one that they signed in the offseason, which is going to be really interesting. One of the players on the team that I think we should look at for next season is going to be Chris Dunn. I actually think that Chris Dunn is a good player. I think that he's gotten kind of a bad rep for his first NBA season. He got jumped around and traded to the Bulls from the Timberwolves and stuff like that, or whatever it was. But he was good in fantasy last year. I think he can put up some solid numbers. I think him and Zach LaVine could be a solid duo up there, depending on if they start Justin Holiday or not. But yeah, that's the Bulls. They didn't really make any big offseason moves. The Detroit Pistons were the next team on the list. The Detroit Pistons. Oh my gosh! So the big move they made last season was to get Blake Griffin. They made that trade with the Clippers. They signed Zaza in the offseason. Zaza's not going to get any playing time behind Andre Drummond. Glenn Robinson III, they signed him. Jameer Nelson, Jose Calderon. They signed some just low tier players. So one player that is going to be a watch for their team. Okay, Detroit was not. They were on verge of making playoffs last year. They won for their first 5 games with Blake Griffin. It was so weird that happened. But I think that we're going to want to look for Reggie Jackson, guys. Like, I'm not going to lie. Reggie Jackson might be the move to look at for their team. I think that a lot of people are going to have their eyes on Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, the All-Stars. But I think that you should keep your eyes on Reggie Jackson. I think that he's, well, he was injured last season, so he didn't get to play much. So, we'll see. But keep your eye on him, too, for sure. This team is not looking that great, though. They got a lot of older guys on their team, like John Lewer, Zaza, Langston Galloway. Like, it's not looking that hot for them, so Detroit's going to have a tough time in the East, too, going against the Sixers. And the Celtics, we'll make another video about who we think is going to come out of the East. The Clippers are the next team. I'm going to start going a little bit faster past these. Clippers, oh, man, they got Beverly still. Man, Beverly didn't play much last season at all. He was injured the entire season just about. They got Teodosic, Avery Bradley, Lou Williams. Going down the list, Tobias Harris, Gallinari when he's healthy. Man, when that guy's healthy, you can't really stop his jump shot and his fadeaway. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Wesley Johnson's kind of bad. They signed Mike Scott in the offseason, who is actually not a bad asset off the bench for Washington. Oh, my gosh, they signed Luke Bahamute, too. I think his defense is really underrated. He made Houston the defensive team that they were last season, along with, like, Chris Paul and whatever that fucking center's name is. I'm blanking on his name. God. Oh, it won't come to me. God. Signed a huge deal with him in the offseason. They signed... Oh, they signed Gortat, too. Oh, yeah, they lost freaking DeAndre Jordan. He's going to play for the Cubes. Not Cuban. The Cuban Link. So, I don't know. It's hard to judge the the Clippers roster. Oh, look at this. It says they're first in the Western Pacific, 0-0. That means the Sacramento Kings are first. Hey, that's kind of nice. Yeah, this team has potential. I think they have a lot of potential. They still got Lou Williams and everything. I think this team is going to be competing again. I could definitely see them in the playoffs. They look good on paper. I'm telling you guys, they look good on paper. The West is always hard though. Bucks. Let's look at their offseason moves. Milwaukee Bucks. Pat Connaughton, Shabazz Muhammad. Ugh. Ersan Ilyasov. I feel like that guy's been on at least every single team in the NBA, if not more. He's probably been on every single EuroLeague team, probably like 35 teams. DJ Wilson, he's from Sacramento, actually. That's interesting. He went to Michigan. Brook Lopez. I think Brook Lopez's game is overrated. I don't think he's great at all. I'm going to be honest. I think that he got a good amount of playing time on the Lakers last season. That's why he got some attention along with Lonzo and them over there. But Thon Maker should be getting some minutes if they want him to grow and have potential. But Giannis. Oh, gosh. Giannis was my pick for MVP last season. The Bucks could not get it together when they got Bledsoe. Middleton was just so inconsistent. Middleton's a great player. Fantastic shooting guard. It's just so inconsistent. Oh, my gosh. Got to get better at that. Bucks will be competing for playoffs again for sure. They got Brogdon still, too. This is not alphabetical order. What is this? Oklahoma City Thunder? I guess C, but whatever. Okay, Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, I'm not going to lie, guys. Oklahoma City Thunder, did they make any moves? Any moves? Besides Paul George. They signed him. Got to keep him. They had to keep him. Nerlens Noel. Kevin and I have talked about him before. He's passed up so much money. Oh, my gosh. So dumb. He probably signed like a minimum deal that he could. Oh my gosh, what a dumbass. Oh, so dumb. Their team is looking really solid. They have Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder did not have fun over in Atlanta. They were a terrible team, but also he clashed with his coach too, Mike Budenholzer over there. So it's good that he got out of that situation. He's been playing for a great coach in Billy Donovan. I think that the Thunder, man, they're going to be up there for sure. It's the competition in the West is really tough. They didn't make any offseason moves. Then again, they didn't have a lot of cap either after you signed Paul George to that max contract. So you have to keep him though. He's good. I think they're going to play a lot better this season without Carmelo. Carmelo, he's not moving the ball around the floor at all. He's not moving it around. Thunder, not bad. Okay, Portland. Jeez Louise, what did Portland do? Did they even do anything? What the? Portland. Nick Stauskas. That's the only person they signed, really. They signed some like really bad players like Seth Curry and that kind of stuff. Okay. I don't think they're going to do great next year. I don't know. I think that the West is just getting better. And Portland has just stayed at this consistent rate the entire time. Sure, they could get like the. No, I think they'll make the playoffs, but like I'm kind of shitting on them right now. I think that Lillard is a stud. I think he's an absolute stud. I think CJ McCollum's a stud. But like, what do they lack? Defens. What's the last letter? That's right, Dick. I mean, E. Defense. They just can't play defense for anything. Oh my gosh, all they care about is about scoring. The only defender on their team is freaking Alfred Camino and Evan Turner. That's it. Nurkic doesn't play defense at all. All offense. They just need to get more defense on their team if they want to compete. I mean, like they had an opportunity to get Luke Baumute in the offseason. Why didn't they go pick him up? It's kind of dumb. I don't know why they did do something like that, but maybe they didn't have cap. I don't know. Utah Jazz. Oh my gosh, I love the Utah Jazz. They were so freaking good. Donovan Mitchell deserved Rookie of the Year. I don't know why he didn't get it. Kevin thought Ben Simmons deserved it. You could make a case for both. Offseason moves. They still got Ricky Rubio is going to be starting. I think they signed Exum back. They basically just kept their roster the same, which was perfect. I mean, like, I don't see any big key offseason moves, but like if it's not broke, don't fix it. That team, Quinn Snyder did amazing coaching that team last season. And they came out on the floor and they competed with every team every night. Even though their team doesn't look great on paper, but Donovan Mitchell is a fucking stud. My goodness. I've never seen a dude. So it's not that he's just like fast and he's good with his hands and he can shoot the lights out. That dude is just so smart. Such a smart IQ. I think that like that was what teams. I think that's not valued much when in college, when you're coming out of college into the NBA, is basketball IQ. I think that's why some of these players that get picked high, like Nerlens Noel, I'm just gonna throw him out there for instance. His basketball IQ sucks. It's so bad. And like some of these guys that get drafted so high, they look basically at the scouts are looking at their talent and what they're gonna bring in the future, but like these players like Kawhi Leonard that fell a little bit in the draft. He had all the talent, but he had an amazing basketball IQ. Same thing for Donovan Mitchell, the Utah Jazz killer pick. Joe Ingles is always super solid. He's super consistent, which is perfect. They got Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder played well with them. And the Celtics, I mean, not Celtics, Cavaliers. But let's start with the C. Cavaliers didn't work out on there. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year. Fucking great player. Great player. God, that starting lineup is really solid if you look at it. As long as Rubio's having a good season like he did last year, they're competing in the West for sure. All right, this is the team that's just fucking absurd. The Boston Celtics, dude, they're gonna come out of the East for sure. I think the only competition in my opinion is the Sixers. I don't think the Raptors can pull it together. Kevin thinks otherwise. Kevin thinks the Raptors are gonna be up there, but we can talk about that later on. Sorry, Kevin. I think it's gonna be the Sixers or Celtics. Terry Rozier just played so fucking good in the offseason. I mean, in the playoffs. They didn't need to sign anybody in the offseason. They didn't have the money to do it, but they didn't need to anyways. You got Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford. That's going to be their starting lineup. And you have Marcus Morris coming off the bench. You have Terry Rozier coming off the bench. Marcus Smart coming off the bench. That team is just damn near unbeatable. The defense, the offense, the chemistry of the team, fantastic. Oh man, I really hope they win this. I almost said the Super Bowl and stuff. It's football season right now. The championship next year. Oh, speaking of another team in the East, Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland's a fucking wreck. Oh my gosh. I just think that they have so many old players. It's not going to work out for them. Man, Sam Decker, they signed him in the offseason. Got him. David Nwaba from the Bulls. I think that really what's looking up for them is Colin Sexton. I think Colin Sexton is really good, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think he's a great point guard, shooting guard. He's only 6'2", but I think he played a little bit of shooting guard in college at Alabama, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. No, yeah, he went to Alabama because Oklahoma was Trae Young. Jeez Louise, I don't know. This team just has so many shooting guards. Oh my gosh, you got to be fucking joking. Kevin Love, hopefully he can have a really good season. That'd be awesome for his game. Yeah, I don't think the Cavaliers will probably maybe make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to be doing great at all. Golden State Warriors. Oh my god, hate them, hate them. Okay, so the Golden State Warriors, their big offseason signing was fucking DeMarcus Cousins. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm a Kings fan, so I hate to fucking see it. I get that no teams offered him a deal, but just like, just the taste on my tongue is terrible. They signed Jonas Jerebko. He's actually not that bad coming off the bench. I don't even think he'll get much playing time coming like Andre Iguodala and them. And Jordan Bell is probably higher in the rotation than him. I don't know, man. That team is just fucking unbeatable. It's insane. I really hope Klay Thompson leaves that team next summer. God, they're obviously the favorite to win the championship. I don't even want to look at the roster. Oh, we all know who it is. The Lakers. The Lakers made the most offseason moves of any team because they had a lot of money. And they had the opportunity to get LeBron, and they did that. They signed him to a max deal. It's a great deal for LeBron. It's like I call it a retirement plan. That's what I call it. It was like the 4-year deal or 3-year deal. One of the two. Max deal, obviously. I think that it's a perfect situation for LeBron. I think that he can bring the Kings. The Kings get better, guys. The Kings LA rivalry could be a thing. I get to see LeBron more in Sacramento now. So they got Rajon Rondo. They signed Rajon Rondo, Lance Stevenson, LeBron James, Michael Beasley, and JaVale McGee in the offseason. I mean, there's not much to talk about here. I mean, like, they really did well. Really did good in the offseason picking these guys up. I don't think that can be stressed enough, man. Their general manager and Magic Johnson just destroyed it. They got a lot of young talent. I'm really glad they did not trade for Kawhi. I'm not a Lakers fan, but like if I'm in the Lakers franchise or I'm a Lakers fan, I'm glad I didn't trade for Kawhi because they would have had to trade Josh Hart or Kyle Kuzma or probably even Brandon Ingram. I don't even know. They probably would have in like a first round pick. And like that's your whole young core. Kawhi's a fucking great player. Top 3 when he's healthy. But I think that like they did the smart thing by keeping them because that team's gonna compete. They're gonna be a top four seed for sure in the West. I think they're gonna be competing with the Rockets and the Warriors up there for sure. Those teams are kind of untouchable up there, in my opinion. Oh, Capella, that's the guy in the Rockets name. I forgot. They're going to be up there competing with them for sure. I think up in the West, it's going to be the Rockets, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Kings. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be the Kings. It's probably going to be the... Gosh, why am I blanking on the fucking name of the team? The Thunder, sorry. Thunder, yeah. Gonna be up there. Okay, so the next team we're looking at is the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got a little bit more to go, guys. I'm gonna go a little faster through them. Timberwolves, offseason signings. Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is the offseason signing. Got some like lower name, CJ Williams. Lower name guys. Anthony Tolliver. Rumor is that Jimmy Butler wants out. I hope maybe there'll be some news in the media. It's kind of redundant. I just said news in the media, but whatever. Media is news. Whatever. Hopefully we'll see something about him in the news because like that'd be good content for me and Kevin to talk about. But he's kind of sick of Andrew Wiggins because I've heard Kevin and I have talked about this in the car when we've just been driving around too. That Andrew Wiggins has the worst work ethic. Just so bad. Tom Thibodeau's just basically given up on him because he's such a young player and he's like so fucking talented. And this dude can just fly and soar and just like go to the God, he's so wicked talented and athletic, but like he just doesn't want to work at all. He doesn't want to win. He doesn't want to compete for championships. He doesn't want to play defense. Same thing with Towns. Towns is like a terrible defender, but he's got all the all the offense in the world. I don't think Derrick Rose is going to be great for them. I think he's going to be good. I think it will help them. I think that Jeff Teague's going to get the majority of the playing time, for sure. Orlando Magic. God, Kevin and I talked about them last season because they started off doing so fucking hot, and they did terrible to start out at the end of the season. Offseason signings: Jerry Grant, point guard, came from the Bulls. They signed Jonathan Simmons back? Question mark? Or is he always on their team? Yeah, they know he's on their team, but who cares? Aaron Gordon, they signed him to an extension, or not extension, they re-signed him. Maurice Spates, they signed him. Jarrell Martin. Maurice Spates was on the Warriors. Or he's on that. No, he wasn't. Jeez Louise, what team was he on? The Clippers last season? Clippers? I called him. And then Jarrell Martin, who came from the Grizzlies. Their rookie signing was Mohamed Bamba. Bamba, man. If the Kings didn't draft, man, I wasn't super happy with the Kings. We'll get to the Kings about drafting Marvin Bagley because I kind of wanted either Bamba because I'm kind of sick of Willie Cauley-Stein, or I wanted Doncic. But Bamba, dude can play. He's really good. I think he's going to gain a little bit more weight in the offseason too, probably before we see him play an NBA game, which is going to be nice for them. But, yeah. Oh, speaking of Sacramento Kings. Oof. My team right here. So, the Kings, in the offseason, they didn't really make any moves, which was, like, fantastic. Kevin and I were just so fucking happy with it because the Kings had so much money, and we didn't really want to bite with it. We just want to sit still. The offseason signings we signed were Ben McLemore, Yogi Ferrell, Bjelica, whatever the fuck his name is. He came from the Timberwolves. He was like good in the postseason for them. And Deontay Davis, who came from the Grizzlies. They were all like really low contracts, with the exception of Bjelica. Yeah, so man, I saw this video out there on the tubes, and it said something that kind of like interested me, and it said, Sacramento Kings, are they the next young super team? Are they the next young super team? So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Now, are they good right now? No. They're not good. The Kings are not great at all. They're probably going to win 30 games. Kevin thinks they're going to win less. I'm hopeful, but I'm realistic. I think they're winning 30 games. I think that their young core with De'Aaron Fox, Bogdan Bogdanovic, who was the MVP of the Euro League, and he had a good season last year with what he was given. Buddy Hield, Harry Giles, and then Willie, which I hate throwing Willie in there. I really just count Harry Giles, Buddy Hield, Bogdan, and De'Aaron Fox. Those guys are going to be so good in the future, guys. Like it's not even that I'm a Kings fan that I'm saying this, but like you really got to listen to me on this one because I have a lot of knowledge about basketball. But like they're going to be really good, and I've seen them play a lot. They're going to be really good, and the Kings are going to be good in about 2 or 3 years. Really, I think they're going to be pretty solid. These guys just got to get more games under their legs, under their feet, and then the Kings are going to be aren't going to be reckoned with. Like they are going to be a force to reckon with. Gosh, like it's not even a biased thing. I'm like serious on that one, guys. Washington Wizards. There'll be more videos about the Kings. The Washington Wizards in the offseason, they got who other than Dwight Howard? Dwight Howard. Oh my gosh, this team, man, they've just been all over the place. It's like either John Wall or Bradley Beal are getting mad at each other, and that kind of thing. So, I think that the team is going to be good. The East is a little bit easier, so they're going to have a little bit more fun over there, said and done. They signed Jeff Green in the offseason too. Their team on paper looks fantastic. You look at John Wall and Austin Rivers. They signed Austin Rivers too. They might have got him in trade, but I think they signed him. You've got John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Kelly Oubre. That dude is really good. We should make a video about Kelly Oubre. Okay, Kevin? Okay? If you're listening to this. Markieff Morris, and Dwight Howard. It's a really good starting lineup. Why they don't play better or why they're not more consistent, I can't tell you that. It's got to be a chemistry thing. And Dwight Howard has had terrible chemistry, like bad chemistry with every team he's been on, besides the Magic when he was young and doing really good. So that's my only criticism to this team. This team looks fantastic. Could totally compete. I got to go through this faster. Brooklyn Nets, are they even worth looking at? Who do they get? Jared Dudley, Kenneth Faried, Ed Davis? No, nothing. Nets are still always going to be shit. Sorry. They're just don't have much going for them. I think they I don't know. It's just going to take time to rebuild. It's like the Kings. They just need time to rebuild. The Dallas Mavericks, they got Luka Doncic, okay? I'm telling you, this dude is really good. He's going to be good. It's got to give him time. The Mavericks weren't a great team last season. Harrison Barnes did not have a great season. I think that they got DeAndre Jordan in offseason. That's a good pickup. I like his game to an extent. Dwight Powell is a young player on their team that's going to be up and coming. I think that he's going to be really good. Dirk, he's last year's contract, probably going to retire. Or he just signed a deal, but I think he's going to retire after the season. Or next 2 seasons. J.J. Barea is still on their team going strong. But Luka Doncic, guys, look out for him. Look out for Luka. Houston Rockets. So this team, I really wish they would have won the championship last year. If Chris Paul didn't go down, I think they would have won it. Oh, man. They got Brandon Knight, Michael Carter-Williams. They got a lot of point guards right now, man. I guess that's good for injury purposes. They still got Joe Johnson on their team. They picked up James Ennis, Carmelo Anthony. Marquise Chris got traded to their team just recently. That team looks so solid, guys. We're going to make more videos about these. I'm really looking at key offseason moves. That Carmelo, I think he's going to, I don't know. I think it might be, I'm not going to lie, I think it might be a similar situation when he came to Thunder. I don't think he's going to do much for him. It looks good on paper, though. Ooh, Grizzlies, man. They stole Garrett Temple from the Kings. Oh, damn it. They stole him away from us. I loved Garrett Temple. Garrett Temple's such a great player. Omri Caspi, they got him in the offseason. They didn't get anybody. Grizzlies are probably going to be the worst team in the league next season. I'm not even going to lie. I'm probably putting it on the paper. I'm sorry, Grizzlies fans. I'm sorry. But the Grizzlies just... Oof. I mean, if I'm going back there and looking at their team really quick, Mike Conley was injured. Can't really do much about that. The Garrett Temple will help. Kyle Anderson, I guess you guys got him. Kyle Anderson, I think you gave him more money than he deserved. I'll tell you that. I think the Grizzlies gave him way too much money. I think he just shined under Popovich's play style. Not gonna lie. Only got a few more teams. New Orleans Pelicans. Elfrid Payton. Got him. He's got low basketball IQ, though. He's got freak athletic talent, though. They got Julius Randle in the offseason. I mean, they still got Anthony Davis. So if you're going with Anthony Davis and Mirotic and Julius Randle, I think that's going to be tough getting those guys playing time. Get them on the floor. I mean, it's not going to be a question if Anthony Davis is getting playing time. But Mirotic and Randle, are they going to mesh? Are they going to be on the floor at the same time? I doubt it. We'll figure that out to come. Their team, I don't even see much offseason moves besides, Jahlil Okafor, Elfrid Payton. We'll see what's to come for them. 76ers. The 76ers, the offseason moves that they made. Wilson Chandler. They got Wilson Chandler. Mike Muscala. That's all you need. The 76ers, man, are an up-and-coming super team. It's very true. I think I just think that it's when players are young, it's hard to say they're going to be a super team, but I think that the Ben Simmons and Embiid, as long as they stay together and they're just rolling, I think that team is really good. They kept a lot of players, man. They kept J.J. Redick. They still got Robert Covington on that big deal. Saric. That team is gonna be competing for coming out of the East for sure. What is this? Oh, Spurs. The Spurs got DeRozan, guys. They got DeRozan. The Toronto Raptors got Kawhi Leonard. I think that DeRozan's been overlooked because he's in a market that is not hot over in Toronto. I'm telling you guys, he's going to do really, 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 really good under Popovich. Really good. He's going to have fun over there winning, too. Popovich doesn't lose. When you got Aldridge, Pau Gasol, they got Puerto as their backup. Dejounte Murray, who is so freaking good. I speak really highly of him. I always have. I knew that he was going to be a defensive All-NBA team before the season started. I told Kevin that, too. He knows that, how highly I speak of him. Oof, man, that roster looks good with LaMarcus Aldridge. And they got Rudy Gay still. It's going to be starting at small forward, probably back for them. Bertans, oof. Team's good. They're always competing there in the West, for sure. The Charlotte Hornets, I think they just get a bad rep. I think they're like a decent team. It'll be nice to probably not have Dwight on their team anymore. I think that Bismack Biyombo and Cody Zeller will get more playing time for sure. They still got that Hernan Gomez guy. Kaminsky's on their team. Jeremy Lamb. Batum. I don't know if it's worth looking. Tony Parker, they got him. Yay, I guess. Denver Nuggets. So if I want to spend a time on a team, probably for like a second longer, it'd be the Denver Nuggets. They got Isaiah Thomas in the offseason, along to go with Jamal Murray. And Gary Harris, Will Barton. They kept Will Barton. They signed him back. They got Paul Millsap, Trey Lyles. I think he's got potential. I've seen it. Jokic, man, that dude just knows how to play. If it's something that I want to keep getting in your guys' head, it's basketball IQ, like late game situations. Going into these type of situations in games where you need smart players on the floor, players that have had experience. Jokic, he's not had experience. He's in his fourth season, but that dude just knows how to play basketball. He knows how to play in tough situations, late situations. He gets triple doubles because he knows how to make everyone else better on the floor. Just such a great player. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. Michael Porter Jr. was someone they signed in the offseason. He's not going to be playing for a while, guys. He got surgeries to do. Sucks for them. It looked good when they got him, but like that dude wasn't ready to go into the draft. Ready to play some ball. Man, the Nuggets are going to be good again, guys. I think they just missed the playoffs. Ooh, by like just barely. Pacers, Heat, Knicks, Suns, Raptors. There's one team I want to look at out of those. Probably just going to skip the Suns. You guys have probably heard enough about the Suns. I'm probably going to hit on the Raptors. So, if I were to guess their starting lineup going into the season, it would be Jonas Valanciunas at the center, Serge Ibaka, Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, and Kyle Lowry. Now, let that sit for a second. That's a really good starting lineup. Is it not? That's really good. So, when I'm looking at this roster, the one thing, they signed Fred VanVleet back in the offseason too. The one thing that I think this roster lacks is not just playoff depth in their roster, but playoff experience besides Kawhi and Danny Green, because they have chemistry. They played together under Pop, so that's going to help their roster 100%. But like Fred VanVleet, DeLon Wright, Malachi Richardson, OG Anunoby, CJ Miles, do these guys know how to make it late into a postseason when they got a new coach coming in too? Do these guys know how to come in and keep their team on the scoreboard when they're going against teams like the Celtics? I don't think so. They signed Greg Monroe too. I just don't know if that's going to push them over the hump between the Sixers and the Celtics. It looks really good on paper. It's like the theme. You look at a team and you say, oh my gosh, they look really good. But like, it's more than just how they look. Guys, when you look at the players, we've seen that before. Did the Cavaliers work out? No, they didn't work out. They didn't win a championship because, I mean, they won one, but they didn't win it by stacking players. That's not how you win a championship. You win a championship by defense, chemistry, basketball IQ, and just fucking playing the game you love. Not by stacking players that you think are going to be solid and that kind of stuff. So, that's why the Celtics have done so good, guys. I'm telling you. The Raptors are going to be really good. They're going to be out there competing with the Celtics and the Sixers, but I don't think they're going to edge them out. We'll see, though. The offseason moves look good, though. Look good. So I wasn't able to hit the Pacers, the Heat, the Knicks, and the Suns. Suns, I would say, look for DeAndre Ayton. Just watch him play. He's really good. Really good. I wish the Kings could have snagged him. The Kings got Marvin Bagley. Did I even talk about Marvin Bagley? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't have much hype on him. We talked about in our last video. I think he can be compared to Chris Bosh. We'll see, though. We're definitely going to make more videos about the Kings, that's for sure, because that's a team we love to listen to. But the Miami Heat will be competing. Pacers, maybe, probably not. Knicks and Suns, no. So, I think that's every team in the NBA, guys, that we hit besides those few. I'm sorry if you guys like those teams that I wasn't able to hit, but I'm kind of running out of time here. I don't want the podcast to run too long for you. But I hope you guys don't think that I may not have like a lot of resume, but like I like to think I know what I'm talking about, and that I'm giving you guys good feedback on what I think. I'm not always right. I'm not always right. I'm wrong a lot of the time, but these are just my thoughts. So I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Ring them bells. It's Christmas, bitches. I'm going to keep saying that. Ring them bells if you want notification of our videos. Every Sunday and Wednesday, we are posting these podcasts. This one's coming out tomorrow on Sunday, so make sure you listen to this one for you guys. But, yeah, I will catch you guys later. Peace.